do you have a sense of trust and confidence in the process that INEC is going to deliver a free and fair election?
Well, Shun, you've been out of this country for some time, therefore...
Not for some time, few days.
You may not be very conversant with the current
very
political
much, more than what you
happenings.
think, Galadima.
You know, for what had happened this morning, there is a lot of room for concern. That for INEC, for example, to come out and say, look, the INEC chairman is not being removed. It's a statement by INEC. There are a lot to it which most media and journalists do not know.
Can you tell us?
The INEC chairman is under extensive pressure to tamper with the Electoral Act because the ruling party wanted to table an issue before the National Assembly such that they will give INEC, force the chairman to write to National Assembly that it should not be compelling on INEC to use the BVAS machine. And this is the greatest disservice and an unpatriotic thing that some elements in the ruling party are trying to put forward.
Could this be true? I mean, it appeared like a rumor because INEC had come to say, we're sticking with the BVAS, we will use it. And it's been captured in the INEC guidelines and in fact, in the electoral law, that INEC will use any of the technology device that it deems fit.
Yes, it's correct. In the Electoral Act. They want to amend the Electoral Act. Therefore, I want the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, General Muhammadu Buhari, to take a note of some bad elements that wants to smear his image when he leaves office. You could have listened to Senator Kabiru Gaya, the chairman on INEC, who recently was on national television telling the world that INEC must be given an alternative either to use or not to use the BVAS. Because in his own constituency of Gaya, which is in the middle of Kano State, there is no network to transmit results. He's only preparing grounds for what they have designed as a party because they know this election they have lost. He, in particular, is eating his last loaf of bread in the Senate.
Why did you say so?
Because he can never win an election against the cow smeller. You have seen the gathering. We are deeply rooted. Foundation.
Beyond Kano.
Let's assume it is only Kano. Kano has registered voters of 6-point-something million people. And any candidate that has a base of starting point 6 million votes is the candidate to beat. So why should you leave a candidate with a base and chase the one that is floating in the air who have no political base?
Which is
all of them, because you say Kano.
No, I'm asking.
Which of the candidates has any base?
Tell you are the politicians. You are the experienced politicians.
Well, you know better. You are asking me. Konko, so right, Kano. But you've seen him in Akwa Ibom. When we went to Akwa Ibom, the crowd, with all the rain, the crowd we've put together is 10 times the crowd that was put for PDP Southeast Zonal Rally. And in fact, when you look at the stadium, 2/3 of the stadium is empty. And those that are occupied were occupied by school children in uniform. So, have you seen us in Lagos for the second time?
And I would like to ask you, because INEC has received the party's membership details and the number of the party membership details. How many members do you have?
Let me tell you.
NNPP.
We are a new party. We are a new party. That is why we made an innovation for the last 2 months to visit states and open our offices. Now we have become a role model that the APC and the PDP are doing the same, but they are 23 years old. It's because they copy from us. Let me tell you something. If we are not the party to beat, why should other political parties budget billions of naira to buy PVCs from all over the country because they thought the Talakawas who follow Konkoso must be disenfranchised, not by rhetorics or by campaign, but by buying their PVCs off. This is what is happening, and the security agencies are not doing their job. I saw you just now. You said somebody else was arrested in Sokoto in possession of 100 voters' cards. That has been arrested by our own Kwankwasia guards all over Northwest and handed over to the police. They are doing that because they are trying to erode Kwankwaso's base. I call on Nigerians that they must take their destiny into their hands and that they must resist, including the international community, must resist all maneuvers to tamper with the Electoral Act, which has already been agreed for. It is already less than 4 months to an election. The Electoral Act must stay, and the elections must be conducted with this Electoral Act. And for Kwankwaso, listen to me, he will win the Northeast, he will win the North Central, he will win the Northwest. Both combined, they have over 50-something million voters. So, and Kwankwaso will poach the South-South, Kwankwaso will poach part of the Southeast, Kwankwaso will poach part of the Southwest. I assure you that all Nigerians who desire freedom, who desire development, who desire progress, who desire their children to go to school, who desire health services, have no other person to vote for except Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, FNCE, PhD.